while I'm waiting for people to show up or give people a chance to come in. Let me see here. Oh, that's better. All right, so I'm going to do things a little different while we're waiting for people to show up. And I'm going to make this mute. I totally forgot about that. I'm just going to keep it really simple. I'm going to do one deck. I'm not going to do a bunch of decks. I'm just going to, and I'm not even going to follow it. We're just going to kind of wing it. We're going to go over your money, your career, your love life. I'm not going to specifically do a general spread. We're just going to see what comes out. So I did do a pre-shuffle, just out of curiosity with the Wandering Star Tarot. Just to get an idea of what kind of things you all are dealing with. So, and I did it where I just crack the deck open and look at a card, right? So, first one I see, Two of Swords. So that's, you all having a decision to make, or, making a decision, maybe it's all about decision making, but I don't know if I feel like you've actually made a decision. Now, I can't show you the whole card, the World card, because YouTube is just being extra right now, but cover up the part that they don't want me to show you. So then we see the World card, and then I see the Ten of Cups. So, Aquarius. These cards, when I first saw them, I thought, okay, some kind of big change, big decision, something that has to do, that's gonna, like, this is happily ever after type energy, right? So some kind of big life-changing decision. And this may not be every Aquarius, but I think this applies to the majority of you. Then I saw I asked myself, what do they need to be on the lookout for, as far as like almost like a warning, something that you need to be aware of. And I got the Nine of Pentacles. Now, normally that's a card of being single, but I don't feel like that's not what I was getting from this when I saw it. In this particular case, I think, Aquarius folks, what you need to guard against or be aware of. Oh, by the way, at the end, we're going to do the all signs. I'll do the, if you're dealing with an Aries, if you're dealing with a Taurus, if you're dealing with a Gemini, etc. But when I look at this, the thing you need to guard against is becoming too comfortable. Comfort was the thing that you have to be careful about. So you're going to, I feel like a lot of you all are going to be doing well, and you probably already are doing well. Even if you feel like you're not compared, if you're trying to compare yourself to other people, you may think that you're not, or you may not be seeing your situation, but I think a lot of you all are doing very well, considering what's going on in the world and what you're dealing with. But comfort, don't get too comfortable, stay on your grind. And then I cut it again, and I saw this card. Now, what I find interesting, okay, first of all, if there is a question, a yes or no question that you have right now, Aquarius folks, the answer to your yes or no question is yes. So right here, this deck has two extra cards in it, and one's called the Mother Star. And see how it says yes right here. The other card, I'm all shaky. I have way too much caffeine. But the other card has the word no, and I forget what that one's called. But I find this interesting because I know an Aquarius who is getting married very soon. So that will be the life-changing decision that brings the happily ever after, right, for that person. And the depiction on this card looks like her mother, and that's the funniest thing. I just looked at that, I was like, it looks a lot like her mom. When I look at it, I was like, man, that looks like Lynette. So, this may have something to do with your own mother, or for some of you, becoming a mother, or you are, but it's something to do with motherhood, or mothers being very prominent in your life. You're either your own situation or your own mother. Something to do with that. But as I was getting this life-changing decision that involves I'm thinking relationships, love life, could be something else, could be job, or something like that. But I think it's more relationship, because why would the Ten of Cups come out, right? That's the feel I got. So, and then we see the Hierophant, and then the Sun card. Aquarius, in the very beginning of this channel, you all used to get some serious stinker reads. But this one, I feel really good about it. So this shows commitment. And it also has to do with ceremonies, right? And then happiness and growth and expansion. So I'm going to put them in the order that I got them. But so the final one I got was the Sun card. So look at this, though. I mean, look at this. So Aquarius, folks, we're going to get to your reading now, but I thought that was very interesting. So that gave me a feel for what a lot of you are going through some big changes. Now, some of you might be becoming single, but I don't think you may already be single, but if you are, I have a feeling that commitment is coming. If you're already in a relationship, I think it's going to move up to the next level. I definitely see next level commitment happening. And I keep focusing on this card, and I almost feel like it's trying to tell me to, you know what, I'm going to do it. I think it wants me to tell you what that particular card stands for. Six of Cups. Some of you all might be reuniting with somebody or just reminiscing, going down memory lane. Could also deal with children. But let's see, and do I have my specs? Oh, yeah. So they added the Mother Star and really? Is it in the front? Dang it. Alright. Make me look like a jerk. So, where does it say? I don't want to spend all day on this. Nobody wants to sit here and watch me stumble through this deck looking for this. So where did they put those two cards? All right now, people. Okay, so you have the... Okay, here it is. Oh, and I turned right to... As soon as I was getting ready to give up, then I turned right to it. The Mother Star. It says, the path that has led you to where you are today has been full of twists and turns. There may have been some times when you doubted yourself and lost faith in your guides. And look at this. This is the card they're talking about. Take a good look at it. Okay. And it also gives, that's interesting. All of them have that, like, ancient, Italian, Renaissance type, way of depicting the people, like with the halo, the aura around the head. So it says, privacy update. No, we're not doing that. And I am not going to struggle through this, so I'm just going to get the specs on. So it says, you may have at times doubted. There may be times when you doubted yourself and lost faith in your guides. The Mother Star appearance means you're coming to a place now where you can look back and see that every setback served as a purpose and every failure taught you a much-needed lesson. The strength, courage, and character you've gained along the way have made you into a unique and resilient person. It's time to step up and embody your full potential. The Mother Star holds a cup and a sword. Look at this. Okay. She wears a pentacle around her neck and is flanked by wands. Her journey and soul exploration connects her in a balanced way to each suit of the minor arcana. And if she appears in a reading where you have a specific yes or no question, she represents a resounding yes. Her guide, the gentle three-eyed winged tiger, is also here to offer you assistance, vision, and strength as you embark on this new chapter of transformation. Live the full life of the mind, exhilarated by new ideas, intoxicated by the romance of the unusual. That's by Ernest Hemingway. Look at this. So, new chapter, as you embark on this new chapter of transformation. Look at this. So, in my cousin's daughter's case, she's an Aquarius, and she's getting married to another Aquarius. And that's a big chapter. So they're embarking on, this new way of life, and it's a new chapter in their lives. And I find that interesting. Okay, so let's do your tarot, but I wanted to tell you about that, and I'm glad I've read this for you. So, Aquarius. Okay, so let's see. Let's take a look. So, Do we want to look at love life? I mean, I could just do that, or we could look at money. Do we want to look at money? All right, let's just see what comes out. Now, pentacles are money. This could be you feeling like you don't have a lot, or it could be somebody having an apology for you. So let's see. And there's the World card again. So the World card represents all the fixed signs, which an Aquarius is. It's Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius are the fixed signs. So this could have to do with travel. Okay. An offer of love. So this shows for some of you all, someone is going to be coming towards you offering an apology. So there's going to be travel. Yeah, and there's, communication. So they're going to offer you love. They're going to tell you that they want it. It's two knights, two messengers. But they want to take the steady route. They're willing to go the distance. So in a love thing, you're going to be dealing with somebody who wants to go the distance with you. This is reliable. Why am I stuttering? What is going on? I'm tripping over my words left and right. So this card, this is an honest, reliable offer of love. And the person is rock solid. And even though they might take, their sweet time. Things may seem like they move slow, but slow and steady wins the race, right? So if you want to get somewhere, you have to be willing to be consistent and put in the effort go the long haul. So, all right, so can you tell us anything about this person? Who is this person? Someone who's stubborn. I always, even though this is a Capricorn card, every time I see the Four of Pentacles, I think Taurus. And I think a lot of readers have situations like that where a card represents a particular sign, but they see it differently. I was going to purchase, was it Notoria? I think is Tarot in Light. I forget the name of the maker. But they also have Goetia or Goetia, Tarot in Darkness. And it has to do with they're all cards having to do with angels. Like each card has an angel on it. So the Tarot in Darkness has the 72 lesser demons of Solomon's, and the light one has to do with heavenly angels and whatnot. But when I looked at those decks, I almost bought the light one, but when you look at them, it would mention, for example, it might say that this card represents Pisces or something. And as far as the major arcana, the Wheel of Fortune is associated with Jupiter. They might say it's associated with Mars. And I didn't like that. And I said something to the girls that worked at the store, the owners, and the one said, well, that's not how I read it, I think things can be very fluid. And I mean, different people do different things. But I've noticed a lot of readers have a particular card that they'll say, I know it represents such and such, but whenever I look at it, I get a feeling of. For example, Lumi Moon. What is her name? Becca? I think it's Becca. She'll look at the Five of Cups and says that it reminds her of the Hermit. And so she thinks Virgo when she sees the Five of Cups. And it's funny because a lot of Virgos do have a tendency to, I'm not going to say look on the downside of things, but they have a tendency to see what's wrong with stuff, and when something doesn't go the way they want, they can be easily disappointed. So so I could see how she would see that. Me, because I know I'm Taurus, I'm a Cancer sun, but I'm Taurus rising and Venus in Taurus. And look at this card. The person is they're holding on to their money. They're very being stubborn. They're holding on to their money. They even might be stingy. I know for me, I was accused by my Virgo that I used to date that I was stingy. I'm not stingy. I just don't blow money on dumb things generally. Whereas, he has Venus and Leo, so he spends money like a drunken lottery winner. It comes to him and goes through his fingers like water. So, to him, I might have seemed stingy, but I was just like, no, you got to be practical. If you blow all your money, you won't have any. but I definitely get Taurus vibes, even though this is a Capricorn card. So whoever you're dealing with, if you're dealing with somebody that's coming to you to offer you love, they're gonna reach out to you and they want to say, you know, here's I want us to be together, and I want to put in the work and go the long haul. It could be somebody who gives off maybe Virgo vibes, but Taurus or Capricorn, earthy vibes, because you know Pentacles are Earth. But this is a Capricorn card. I often see it as Taurus. So Capricorn and Taurus may be in their main, like their Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus, or they could have Saturn, which is associated with Capricorn, conjunct their ascendant or their Sun, or they could be Taurus rising. I don't know. So it's somebody who, in this case, I think you may think they're stubborn, or you may think they're stingy. So what else? I don't know how long. Okay, well, I'm already at 15 minutes. Okay, it's somebody that wants to grow with you. Now, this card represents a pregnant female, so that's not going to apply to everybody. But look at this. Here's Venus vibes, too. In Taurus, when I said, this is Capricorn, but I said it reminds me of Taurus. Taurus is ruled by Venus. And look what we have here, the planet Venus. And this card, ruled by Venus, represents both Taurus and Libra. So it's somebody who may enjoy relaxing. They may enjoy the finer things in life. But I think relaxing and enjoy life, or expanding. They want to expand and grow with you. So what else can we know about them? Okay, and then it could be somebody that right now is spying on you. I do get a little bit of a feel of slightly immature communication from them. It could be somebody who can act a little snarky. So if they don't get their way, maybe, for example, they might be a little snarky. They could be somebody who's a little bit gossipy. But they, before I say that, I'm going to cut the deck and see. They may be spying on you also to see if you are involved with somebody, or if you're not necessarily involved. I'm not getting that. If you are physically getting involved physically with somebody else, because I got the Ace of Wands when I wanted to clarify anything else, like what are they spying on? You know, what are they spying about? So, what's on the bottom of the deck? The Sun card. Okay, so you've gotten that twice now. You got the World card and the Sun card twice. The Sun card is a Leo card. Okay, and that's, once again, you've got the Sun card on the bottom of the deck for both decks. So that's Aquarius. That is amazing. That's good stuff. Because there's certain cards that are just really, really good cards to get, no matter what's, like, even if they get negative cards near them and it kind of tones them down to like their positive side, they're still great cards to get. The Sun card, the Wheel of Fortune, and the oh my God, not Temperance. Okay, so I'm gonna have a brain fart here. The Star card. I have to think about it. But so the Sun, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Star card, no matter, even if they have like the Devil or the Seven of Swords next to them or whatever, they're still positive cards. They just kind of tones down their positive side. But in addition, they kind of bring up or negate some of the negative of the other cards. So happiness and expansion coming to you all. I like that. So is there any advice we have for you? I'm going to just cut the deck like this. So this is the advice. So for some of you all, I think a lot of you all, you're going to have to, I'm just going to tell you, you're going to have to be very firm with people. You have to be very clear and very firm with people on where they stand. And not let people be wishy-washy with you. Make sure that people are very transparent. They know, where they stand and what they can and cannot get away with, what you will and won't tolerate. Okay, so you stand up for yourself. Yeah, stand up for what you want. I almost want to say defend yourself, but that's not it. Stand up for what you want. Fight for what you want. Be very firm, and if you have to, you might have to block somebody, hopefully not. But that's the advice. So anything else before I do the all signs? What else? Just be careful. So be cautious. Be cautious and just be on guard. So don't blindly trust people. All right, so let's do the all signs, and then I'm going to move on to Pisces. And I haven't even set up that one, so I'm going to have to do the whole setup and then go live. So if you are dealing with an Aries, man, this is the least attended. But look at this. Wheel of Fortune came out, so it could be closing chapters, but it also has to do with karmic, and it has to do with cycles. Cycles in time, letting things unfold organically. So if you're dealing with an Aries, literally, I guess everybody's at cookouts and stuff and nobody's watching. Oh man, Aries feels like it's a disaster and they're disappointed. And this is the card I was talking about. For anybody who's not that familiar with tarot, this is the Five of Cups. And it looks so much like the same person in the Hermit card, the same cloak and everything. And look how they look disappointed. They're focusing on what went wrong, and they're not seeing the love that they have or the good things they have. They're just focusing on what went wrong. Could be somebody who's never happy with what they have, but they feel like things were a disaster. So that's your Aries. Taurus, the words "they want to build with you" came to my mind as soon as I looked at this card. So there's that. They want to build with you. They're waiting on you. They are at a crossroads. They have a decision to make. What kind of decision? I don't like that. Seven of Swords, as far as the decision that they have to make, what, to hide something or to be stubborn and immobile? But they want to build with you, so they're at a crossroads right now. The Gemini is walking away and being, you know what? If you're dealing with a Gemini, this person is walking away, but I'm getting like mind games. Like it's all about it's a game. They're walking away to mess with you, like to mess with you mentally, basically to get an effect. If you are dealing with a Cancer, I don't have the best feeling about this particular Cancer. They're kind of a player. They're not real. I want to say stable. They may not be stable mentally or emotionally, but it's not that. It's that they're like there's no consistency or stick-to-itive. Like they're not reliable, and they're kind of immature too. Their idea about love is not very realistic. If you are dealing with a Leo, we are not restarting now. God bless. If you're dealing with a Leo, they're losing sleep over this, and they're just. I think they need to heal. Are they hurt? I keep getting that. You all are dealing with a lot of stubborn people. I know that. And look, so I got the Four Pentacles and then this. So if you're dealing with a Leo, they are losing sleep over this, and you're not hearing from them right now because they're just kind of taking a time out. But I don't like this. This is some sneaky. You got some sneaky vibes going on with people out there. Virgo. If you're dealing with a Virgo, they feel like you could have it all together and that you two are soulmates. If you are dealing with a Libra, you make them very happy, even though they feel left out in the cold. So you make them happy, but for some reason right now they're feeling left out in the cold, and they want to take a chance with you. They want a new start, even though when I looked at that card, it means take a chance. The words that came to me is they want a new start. So if you're dealing with a Libra, they want a new start. Scorpio, they're impatient to start a new chapter with you. If you're dealing with a Sagittarius, they are going to come rushing in. Is it to tell you secrets, to tell you what they've been hiding? Wow. Okay, so Sagittarius is going to come in, they're going to come rushing in to tell you what they've been hiding. Because I got the Seven of Swords again. So Seven of Swords and the High Priestess is all about secrets. If you are dealing with a Capricorn, you are their wish and they love you. If you are dealing with a fellow Aquarius, things are kind of up in the air right now and they're reminiscing and going down memory lane. If you are dealing with a Pisces, they are, oh man, I'm getting they're stressed and they're trying to balance things out. Are they trying to balance out their emotions? Because I get emotions. Yeah. All right. Well, with that said, and this was literally the quietest live that I've ever done. All right, Aquarius, thank you, love you, and I will see you all in the next one.